Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is E-Star Tarot, and today we are going to do another collective and timeless reading to see what our ancestors, spirit guides, and guardian angels would like to deliver to us as a message today. But first of all, I wanted to acknowledge this channel has grown over 100 subscribers now, and that's a big deal to me. It might seem small, but it's a huge deal to me. So, thank you so much if you've been supporting this channel. It means the world to me to have so many people listen in and to gain something from these readings, whether that's advice or healing or, just like codes. It really means a lot to me and it keeps me going. So thank you so much. And yeah, another thing, I forgot to acknowledge that it was just Ostera, so which seems silly to me because this channel started with sort of a focus on Ostera at the beginning. So I just want to say, happy Ostera, happy Easter. It's the time of rebirth, the time of new beginnings. So I feel like that's a really powerful time for all of us right now. I feel like we're all going through a bit of, a restart. Things are getting crazy in the world, but, it's important that we all focus on our healing and try to keep moving forward, right? So, and I just feel like there's something in the energy, even if things seem bleak, that, I don't know, it just feels like we're on the cusp of something great. All of us collectively. So, yeah, let's get into the reading today. We're going to use, since it's very appropriate, our Luna Lapin deck. Rabbit Spring. And we actually have our rabbit totem with us today as well. So we're going to use that as our guide in this reading. And we also have strawberry quartz with us today. It's really catching the light well. It's beautiful. Strawberry quartz is a really good crystal for your heart chakra, especially if you've gone through things like depression, anxiety, PTSD, things like that are really traumatic, things that are very, they lock up our emotions in our heart. Strawberry quartz helps us to release those emotions gently. So it might be something that can help you. Oh, and today I was thinking, it's spring, and what's a more pure sign of spring than pussy willows? Or I'm not sure if that's what you call them where you're from, but we call them pussy willows here. And I was out on my walk today and I saw a bunch and just thought, I'm going to bring some home. Just feels like springtime, right? I always feel like it's officially spring when I see the pussy willows come out. So, oh, there you go. Got a couple already. 9 of Wands, Queen of Hearts. See what other messages. What does this collective need to hear today? Okay. Had a feeling that was going to come out. Okay, yeah. This is very appropriate to what we were talking about here. Wands. Wow. Things are changing big time. Yeah. So I think for you, the strawberry quartz was very appropriate because you have been through a lot. You have been through the ringer. Oh man, but it's taught you a lot. You've become a real powerful person just because of all the things that you've gone through, because you've survived, because you kept moving forward. And you haven't let those things stop you. And you've, instead of letting those things, and maybe you have let those things get you down and let them bring you down to a lower vibration. And that's okay. Sometimes we have to go to the underworld. Sometimes we have to go on that journey. Everything has a meaning, has an importance, right? Has a purpose. And for you, you've been in this wounded warrior energy for a long time, because of the things that have happened, because of all of the stress and just, reoccurring disappointments and betrayals and the emotional hurt. It's caused you to really keep your defenses high, really keep the walls up, right? But because of that, you've had to look inward in order to heal. And that healing has brought you to a complete surrender, to completely learn about yourself and about the spiritual world because you had to. It was necessity. You became the Queen of Cups because you had to learn how to overcome those emotional boundaries. I was going to say emotional wounds, but boundaries as well, because maybe you had really high boundaries because of this. And actually, the challenge was to overcome the boundaries that you had set for yourself that were so high that you didn't let anybody in to see you or to know you because it was easier. You know, you were in this wounded energy for a long time. But sometimes we have to just surrender and to really feel what we feel in order to truly heal. For a long time, you weren't healing. You had the boundaries up. You had a wall around your heart, even from yourself. You even were hiding your own emotions from yourself. But I sensed that recently, and maybe this was in this previous year of the snake. We're kind of entering into a new year officially now because it's the spring. It's the real new year, is the spring. It's the true rebirth of the astrological new year. So you've had this kind of rebirth emotionally right now. You're in a new emotional life for yourself. And that took you looking at these wounds that were difficult to examine, that were difficult to face. And you surrendered to the feelings. You surrendered to knowing and feeling everything, as painful as it was. And because of that, new energies are finally coming in for you. This was like a very stuck energy for you before. Like you were not moving forward, and this was the necessary journey for you to allow something to shift in your energy, for your vibration to change. You've changed your vibration because you've allowed this healing to happen, and now you're moving on to something new. And I'm going to get one more card here because I feel like we don't have the complete story here yet. Oh gosh, too many. But we'll take them because I do feel like these are all meant to be here. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Well, I did ask for cards, so. Yeah, so I guess we're getting a really long journey here. Ace of Pentacles, you're going somewhere new. This is where you're headed from the Eight of Cups, is to this new journey. And look, you've become the King of Pentacles there. You become someone really wise and stable and financially independent in the world. Oh my gosh, wow. You completely ended a new cycle. Or sorry, excuse me, you've ended the old cycle and you're beginning a new cycle here. This is the new life. This is the new journey that you're on. Because you went through the tough things. You overcame it. Even though you didn't want to. You really didn't want to. You were scared. Oh my gosh. You defeated the devil. Look at that. You overcame the old attachments. This was why you went through this, was because this energy was there, trying to hold you back from this. It knew you were going to get here eventually. It knew you were going to find yourself in a better position to be happy, and it didn't want you to get there. And sometimes that devil energy is our own self. It's our own energy that's holding us back. It's the, energy of wanting to stay stuck in an old pattern, of wanting to stay the same, which, it doesn't make sense, but, at the same time it does, because often it's easier when we can be the same. We can stay with what's familiar. But you did the hard thing. You overcame that. You overcame the attachments, maybe even addictions here I'm seeing. Maybe you recently broke through some addiction patterns. And there's many different kinds of addictions. We can be addicted to people, addicted to places and things, addicted to ways of thinking even. And look, you've gotten you're headed for a happy life here. Place of celebration. I feel like this is your guides celebrating you. Like your guides are cheering you on now because look what you overcame. Look at all the challenge and struggle that you had to get through. And you got through it, and they're so proud of you. And look at all this reward that you're getting. Ace of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. You're going to have this new opportunity for growth. Maybe even for a new job, being an entrepreneur, I'm hearing. So, and you might even literally be traveling the world here. Or like the world's going to feel new to you because there's just so much more opportunity than you saw before. This old pattern is done. It's over with. And now you get to be in this new journey that's like, bam, wow. New and exciting, new and fun. It's like a whole new world, a whole new dimension. Yeah, it's like you're shifting vibrations completely into a new world, like to the new earth. This is amazing. Let's get a couple of butterfly cards here just to see. Now, get some more specifics on what's changing for you, but I'd say mainly it's, you know, your own inhibitions that were holding you back from your potential, really. There's a lot that you're going to have come in for you as new opportunities, maybe even a new job. Major stability happening. Yeah, forgiveness. You're forgiving your old self and forgiving yourself for, you know, being held back for so long, because it wasn't your fault. It wasn't really, you know, you might think things like, I could have done this sooner, or if only I had known what I had known now sooner. But, you know, life has to play out in a certain order, in a certain way. And often it's not till we get to the end, until a certain point, that we can look back and realize, oh my gosh, if everything didn't work out in a certain way or at a certain time, it wouldn't have happened. So trust in the process, trust and have faith that you're meant to be where you're going, and you're always in exactly where you're meant to be at the right time. I don't think we have any more cards there, so I'm going to leave it as it is. I might come back to that later. But, you know, since it's Ostara, we're going to use the Ostara deck. Let's see. Now, this new energy is really, it's really going to lift you up. Because you've been in a low vibration for a long time. Maybe even just like depression, I'm hearing. Like for years, I'm hearing. Years and years of struggling with depression and anxiety and feeling like there was no one there for you, but you learned to be there for yourself. Oh my gosh. Community garden. To be in community is to be part of something greater than you could have ever imagined. So this new life that you're entering into, you're finding your community. You're finding the place where you belong. And I'm thinking of that Hercules song. Well, how does it go? I can go the distance, I will face the odds. Yeah, he sings that song about I'll find somewhere I belong. And it's just really passionate. And he's like, I can go the distance. And that's the thing, you've gone the distance. You've really gone so far with your journey of healing and working hard on your wounds and your inhibitions, I'm hearing. What does that mean, inhibitions? The things you were kind of afraid of seeing about yourself. Maybe you had some belief systems actually that were keeping you stuck, like even like a, I don't know if you're religious, but like something like you might have had some religious beliefs that you were allowing to kind of tell you how it was for you, like how your life was going to go and how things were, but you learned to question them a bit and to you've learned to question them a bit and realize that there's many different truths. Two things can be true. So you can respect different religious beliefs, but know that your own inner truth matters the most to you. Let go of the past. Yeah, there you go. Confirmation. It's time to vision a new story. Yeah, you're moving on to something new. Exploring new beliefs, exploring new identities for yourself. But most of all, you're letting go of the past, and I'm going to put this over here, forgiveness, actually. Seems like they belong together. Yeah. Yeah, you're moving on from this old way of thinking, And it's not just, it could be you moving places, like moving jobs or homes, but it's mainly a mental move, like a change in thinking. Like it's like deciding not to be sad anymore, which is, sounds like it's simplifying it, but in a way, it is a mental choice when we decide we're not going to allow ourselves to be stuck in a certain energy anymore, or victim mentality, or it's kind of taking back our power, right? Is to decide how we want to feel and how we're going to make that happen for ourselves, right? Because ultimately the power is in our hands. It's illusion that makes us think that we don't have power to change our lives and to change how we experience the world, but we can. Run wild. I love it. Run wild. Yes, let your inner child run forth. That's what you're learning. You're learning not to be inhibited. You're learning to run, essentially let yourself go. Let yourself be free. Free of restriction, free of old, outdated beliefs, not just about the world, but about yourself, about your own limitations, and what you can and cannot do. This is the key to moving forward. This is the key to you moving on. It's just realizing that, hey, I can move on. I can do it anytime I want because it's all the power is in my hands. It's up to me. It's my decision. This is your rebirth. This is your new beginning. It's just realizing, hey, I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, because it's my life. Oh my God, I'm thinking of that song. It's my life. I can't even think of the name of the song, but you know the song where it's like, oh gosh, what is it? But it's like an old rock song. It's my life. It is your life. It is your life. Like, how do you want to live it? Ask yourself that. Don't live for other people or for other, people's expectations. Just live for yourself. And what does that inner self want? What does that inner child want? Look, it's a horse there with butterfly wings, actually. I just noticed that. And we're just entering the year of the horse. And probably now that we're in spring and we're in the actual new year, we're going to start really feeling those effects of the fire horse here, right? So things might get going quickly for you. And Eight of Wands confirms that for me. You got Eight of Wands and you got Eight of Cups, 8-8. Great abundance coming in for you, for one, but it's like 8 is a great number of abundance, but it's also, extra confirmation that this leaving, it's going to happen fast. Like this might be an overnight thing. Like you make a decision and then you just go. You just go. Like you just decide this is right for me. Something might happen. There might be a catalyst here where you're required to surrender to the events that happen and not resist it. So if something happens, if there's some chaos that comes up for you, it feels like it's reopening these old wounds, know that this is simply getting you moving. This is the thing that's, the universe kind of has to clear out the old to make room for the new, right? So sometimes it feels like we're being punished, but we're not. We're actually just being shifted. So be aware of that. If something comes up or something happens and it feels like, oh no, I don't want this, but actually you do. Actually you did want this. Actually you did wish for this. So just know that as long as you surrender and go with the flow, be like water in this moment and in this time when these things start to get moving, when the energy starts to really shift, and you'll know when it shifts. Just know that the more you surrender to it, the more that you trust and go with that flow, and know that the universe is looking after you and this is part of its plan. That trust will get you through it. Like, it's like a trust fall. The universe is going to catch you and help you. It's going to help you with this Ace of Pentacles. This new opportunity is going to come in for you at the right time. Things have a funny way of working out. It's just kind of amazing how, if you just give a little trust, you'll be surprised how the universe rewards you. Yeah, let's give it a little extra shuffle here. Ground yourself. Yeah, it's good advice. Ground yourself. When this happens, it's going to feel it's going to uproot you a bit. It's going to make you feel a little unstable. And that's something that you got to be aware of, that you don't want to let those things inhibit you while you're going through this transformation. You don't want to let the discomfort stop you from moving forward. So maybe allow yourself to have more quiet moments to yourself. Allow yourself to be, be like, go out for a walk and get some pussy willows. Smell the flowers that are popping out. Meditate a little more. Cook yourself some food and don't be like rushing, trying to get everything done as quick as possible. Really enjoy the moment. Enjoy your life. Because those moments are going to really keep you steady. They're going to stabilize you while your energy is in this chaos. What do you desire? Exactly. What do you desire? That's what you got to focus on right now. If you're having moments where you can meditate, visualize the outcome that you want. Visualize the thing that makes you happy. The thing that's giving you that sense of purpose, that sense of wonder, especially where we have that inner child, wanting to run wild. What does that inner child want? What makes them feel wild? What makes them feel free? That's where you need to head. That's where you need to put your energy. Let's get a couple. We have our past life deck. And we're going to just check and see what's coming in for you. What has gone before? Sometimes those are the same answers with this deck. Instruction, but it was at academic. Okay. So maybe some learning, some schooling is coming in for you now. Extraterrestrial, close encounter. And I just heard it is what you think it is. So maybe some of you are literally like in communication with something beyond. And that's going to developer. And it's for Rise of Civilization. You're going to elevate humanity with what you're doing and what you're learning. You might even be bringing in, I don't know, like information from beyond. From like light codes and communications that you're getting from somewhere beyond the human realm. Because they said it is what you think it is. And my first thought was that it literally does mean extraterrestrial, like something like other beings communicating with you. Explosion, oh my gosh. And it's for like fire, disaster, volcano. But the word explosion on top there makes me think this is going to be huge. This is a massive, massive thing for you. Oh gosh. Collector, artist. So something you're going to do is bringing in information that's coming from a higher realm. And it's going to be explosive in terms of its impact on humanity and humanity's development. And it's something that, it's like what you do is going to be teaching others, is going to be educating others on this truth about our world. We have so many cards here about disaster and things like that. Water disaster, but you know what first came to mind? I think that's meant to be Noah's Ark, but I thought immediately of the Titanic. I'm not sure why Titanic is coming up. It's very odd. Flood. But it's funny, the story of Noah, he's basically getting, a communication from a higher realm. The instruction tells him, they tell him to build an ark, and that saves him. And I'm not saying that's exactly what's going to happen, but it's something like that where some information that you're getting and that you're communicating to the collective is going to really help people, is going to tell them what they need to know, the right people what they need to know to help themselves, and also for humanity itself to evolve and to help itself. You're a healer. You're healing people. And just that in itself is, this major impact on humanity. It is explosive. Whew. Maybe you are a bit of an extraterrestrial. Maybe you're a different kind of person. Maybe you've always felt a little bit different, outsider even. But I think your unique perspective on life, based on your own experiences even, which are, you have been quite traumatic and even a little bit, death-defying, is what I'm hearing. So maybe you've literally, had a close encounter with death. And that, or you're going to have an experience that's going to bring you some information through that experience that you're then going to communicate to the rest of humanity. This is wild. I'm sorry if this is like too much for some people. If it doesn't resonate, you don't have to take it with you. Just put it on a shelf and leave it there. Because if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. It's not meant for you. But I feel that for some people here, this is the truth for you. And this might be how you create your new journey of wealth and abundance, because this will be how you support yourself. Is, you see people on, I don't know, like the TV or whatever, but like they do things like they communicate to humanity messages from extraterrestrials, or they communicate their healing modalities. And it doesn't have to be something where you have this identity as a communicator like that. You could just be receiving messages in some certain way from certain beings. And then you allow it to influence your work in a way that helps humanity. Without all that, attention on you. But I think for some people, you will get a lot of attention for this, because the explosion here makes me think of explosive, like impactful, major, eye-catching, so something you do is going to be really important in that regard. And I think you should really go for it. I don't think you should hold back from that. And I don't think you should put pressure on yourself either, because this is about your inner child. This is about what you desire. So it's not going to be something complicated or unknown to you, although it may be something new. It's just that whatever is your highest expression, it's going to be part of this. So let's say you are an artist, like you literally do art. There might be something in there where you are connecting with that inner child who always wanted to do art as your career. But also through that art is being communicated messages that are very important for humanity's development. We have developer here and rise of civilization. So something about that is going to move humanity forward, move us into a new vibration, help people raise their vibrations, help them get to their highest divine form. That's what's coming to mind. I'm sorry. But this is really tripping me up, though, the flood. Maybe it's just that reference to Noah and how Noah was like, he received a message, no one believed him, but he ended up being right. So there might be something there about that, but I really strongly got an image of Titanic there. So you might have been someone who was on the Titanic in a past life even, because this is a past life deck. But maybe there's even a truth about the Titanic that you're going to communicate. I'm not sure what that could be. Is James Cameron on my channel? I don't know, because he's always diving down into, or he was always diving down into the Titanic, wasn't he? Something like that. That's why they did those films, isn't it? Yeah. So, it might be something worth exploring there. If you did have something that resonates with the Titanic in a past life, maybe some regression into that memory will help you. Maybe there's something from that life you need to remember. But otherwise, if that doesn't resonate, it might just be the analogy to, Noah's story that is relevant here. But yeah. What you need to do is just focus on that healing path that you're on. You're doing great. Keep doing it. Keep working on it. And allow yourself to trust those energies that are guiding you right now. They are on your side. They are helping you. And when the big impact hits, because we have 8 of Wands and below that we have explosion, so there might be a huge shift that happens for you soon. Don't allow it to disengage you. Don't allow it to unground you. Keep yourself grounded. Keep yourself in your high vibration, and you will end up where you're meant to go. You will find that community that resonates with you, that helps that inner child come out and feel safe and play, because the play and the joy and focusing on what you desire, that's your goal, because it's going to bring you to this place. You don't need to focus on complication. What you need to focus on is your own joy and happiness, because that is the key to your wealth and your abundance and your life purpose. Okay, it just got really quiet, so, that's it. But what a reading. This is amazing. Thank you so much for being with me in this reading. I loved it. I think this was such a beautiful message. I know there's some people out there that are really going to have a huge impact on the world, and you're doing so amazing. And I just want to say that you are so brave and so loved for going on that healing journey and just keeping going, keeping going through it all. You're amazing. So, and you're going to show the world that amazing side of yourself. It's coming. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for staying to the end of the reading, and I wish you a happy Easter. I hope it was lovely for you, a happy spring, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.